Good morning, students. Welcome to the lecture of Emerging Trades in a Mechanical Engineering. We are continuing our discussion on our unit number 1, Recent Trades in Automobile Industry. The course outcome for this unit is identify different new systems available in automobile. The unit outcome for this unit is list different batteries used in e-vehicle. For better understanding, the unit outcome is divided into three parts. First, classification of batteries used in electric vehicle. Second, battery charging methods, modes and issues. Third, Government of India policies for electric vehicle. So, in today's lecture, we are going to learn about our first bit, that is classification of batteries used in electric vehicle. The key points are battery for e-vehicle, different types of batteries used in e-vehicle, and fuel cell. The first we will see about the batteries for electric vehicle. The basics of battery we will see first. The two or more electrochemical cell electrically interconnected, each of which contains two elements and an electrolyte. The oxidation reduction means the redox reaction occurs at these electrodes. So it converts the electrochemical energy into electrical energy. Means the function of battery is to convert the chemical energy into electrical energy. An electric vehicle battery, it is also called as a traction battery, where the internal combustion engined car gets energy from burning petrol or diesel. An electric vehicle gets its power directly from a big pack of batteries. So the primary purpose of battery is to provide a short powerful burst of power to start the engine. So this type of battery is typically called as a starting battery. In electric vehicle, however, the battery provides a continuous current to a power electric motor for long period of time, because the electric drive vehicles needs high power, high voltage batteries. The electric vehicle batteries undergo cycles of discharge that occurs when we are driving a vehicle and charges when the car is plugged in. So this repeating process over the time that affects the amount of charge the battery can hold. So this decreases the range as well as the time needed between each journey to charge. So the most manufacturers have given a 5 to 8 years of warranty of battery. However, in current prediction, the electric car battery will last from 10 to 20 years before they need to be replaced. The next bit will be types of batteries. First, lithium ion battery. Second, sodium nickel chloride battery. Third, sodium sulfur battery. Fourth, fuel cell. We will see one by one. First, lithium ion battery. Lithium ion battery. Basically, the primary functional components are positive electrode, negative electrode, and electrolyte. Generally, The negative electrode of a conventional lithium ion cell is made from carbon, and the positive electrode is made from a metal oxide, and the electrolyte is made from lithium salt in an organic solvent is as shown in figure. In this, the battery cells do not use a lithium metal due to a safety issue. Instead, they use lithium compounds. Actually, it is a rechargeable battery in which the ion moves between anode and cathode and creating electricity flow that useful for electric applications. When the battery is charging, the lithium ions moves from cathode to anode through a separator. The number of ions therefore determines the energy density. And when the battery is discharging, the lithium ions releases the electrons to the anode and back to the cathode is as shown in figure. The specification of lithium ion battery, the specific energy is 100 to 120 watts hour per kg. The energy density is 200 to 250 watt hours per liter. The maximum power is 200 watts per kg, and the charging time is approximately 4 hours. Second, sodium nickel chloride battery. Actually, it is developed in 1985 by Zebra. Zebra indicates Zeolite Battery Research African Project by Dr. Johan at CSRI in South Africa. The electrolyte is solid molten salt and inactive at ambient temperature. These batteries can be stored indefinitely over 50 years, yet provide a full power to an instant whenever it required. The sodium nickel chloride battery, it is also known as thermal battery, sodium metal halide battery, molten salt battery, or it is also called as a zebra battery. In this, the sodium metal is anode and nickel chloride is cathode. In this electrolyte, a separate two terminals are to be present, that is anode and cathode. The secondary electrolyte of this liquid, sodium tetrachloroaluminate, is used in the transportation of sodium ion to the positive electrodes. The cell operates at around 300 degrees Celsius in order to benefit from higher diffusivity among the solid reactants in cathode and the higher conductivity of the solid electrolyte, and the nominal voltage is up to 2.58 volt. The third battery is sodium sulfur. It is also developed in 1985 by Zebra. Similar to the sodium nickel chloride battery, it is also called as a thermal battery, or it is also called as a sodium beta alumina battery. A ceramic Na beta Al2O3 electrolyte is nothing but Na ion conductor is used to separate the two terminals, that is anode and cathode. The cell operates at around 300 degrees Celsius in order to benefit from higher diffusivity among the solid reactants in the cathode and higher conductivity of the solid electrolyte. The specifications are: the nominal voltage is up to 2 volt. The specific energy is 200 to 250 watt hours per kg, and it is compared with lithium ion battery. The life cycle of this battery is up to 4500. The lifetime of this battery is 15 to 20 years. The last one battery is fuel cell battery. The fuel cell is an electrochemical device in which the chemical energy of hydrogen and oxygen is converted into electrical energy. In simple term, we call it as the fuel cell is a hydrogen powered battery. So the hydrogen is an excellent fuel because it has a very high specific energy when compared to an equivalent amount of fossil fuel. We consider that 1 kg of hydrogen has 3 times the energy content as 1 kg of gasoline. So the chemical reaction in fuel cell is the opposite of electrolysis. The electrolysis is the process in which the electrical current is passed through water in order to break it into components hydrogen and oxygen. The only emission of this fuel cell are water vapor and heat. Hence, it is also called as a zero emission vehicle. In fuel cell, there are two electrodes. One is located on each side of the membrana. These are responsible for disturbing the hydrogen and oxygen over the membrana surface and the removing waste heat, and it provides a path of electrical current flow. The membrana is coated on both sides with a catalyst such as platinum. The negative electrode is nothing but anode as hydrogen gas directed to it, while the oxygen is sent to positive electrode, nothing but cathode. The hydrogen is sent to a negative electrode as H2 molecules, which breaks apart into H plus ions, nothing but protons, in the presence of catalyst. The electrons from hydrogen atoms are sent through the external circuit, and it generating electricity that can be utilized to perform a work. Actually, the fuel cell has some electrons that can be sent to a positive electrode where they are rejoin the H plus ions that have passed through the membrana, and these are reacted with oxygen in the presence of catalyst. This creates a water and waste heat, which are the only emissions from this fuel cell. The working temperature varies from 300 to 400 degrees Celsius, and the high pressure up to 2.4 to 4 megapascal. The types of fuel cell are: first, PAFC means a phosphoric acid fuel cell. Second, PEM, polymer electrolyte membrana fuel cell. Third, MCFC, molten carbonate fuel cell. Fourth, SOFC, solid oxide fuel cell. Like this, we are covered a different types of batteries used in electric vehicle That's it from today's lecture. Thank you.